Morning, guys. Another thought bite for you. So, I wanted to talk a little bit more about incentives. In order to, at least in the free market, and really the free market's kind of the natural state of things, outside of human intervention with governments or regulations or anything like that, laissez-faire, capitalism, Adam Smith, all that stuff is pretty much the natural state of transactions between two human beings or a group of human beings, what have you. And that provides the proper incentive structure. Problem is, it's almost always, if not always, government getting in the way of that. No matter how well intended, however small or large the regulations, there will always be unintended consequences. If you just let it play out over the course of time, then whatever faulties of the system there are, so long as you encourage people to keep trying, they'll be sorted out. What causes a penny stock to collapse is loss of faith in whatever the stock is entirely. That's when people give up. They capitulate completely. Not a single remnant is left of the faith in that specific thing. It's same with spirituality, religions, and individuals. All right? I do not have a spirit that can be quenched. I am not one that will ever give up. However, the more and more and more you push me down and waste my talents, regardless of how hard I try to get you guys to see it, the less and less I'm going to try. Or at least, the more I'm going to have to manage my energy in order not to completely run out of gas. There's a lot of people out there that know this, that are doing it anyway, in the hopes that they'll get me to stop, get me to give up, and it's done in such a nefarious way that nobody can see it. Or at least it's not overtly obvious. It's not black and white. So, let me give you something that I find rather amusing in that regard. The grace that these people can be given that are doing this crap to me. I've done nothing wrong. And I've found a doorway in some places, in some ways. Nevertheless, it's still happening. But to give them a doorway to grace, if you will, maybe a lot of them see me as a potential Antichrist. My name is Peyton. Sounds a lot like Satan, doesn't it? My social security number has a bunch of sixes in it. An inordinate number of sixes in it. I'm not going to give you that because then, hey, I'm giving you on a silver platter everything that allows you to steal my identity. I don't know why you'd want to because I don't really have much to offer, but I'm sure there are people out there that would try. My astrological sign, Chinese astrological sign, both in the year and in the month, is the snake. I'm highly intelligent, very articulate. I don't think I'm very unattractive. I'm okay, I guess. I give myself a 6.5, right? Yeah. All the perfect makings of a potential Antichrist, right? So, that is the grace that I can offer those that are trying to suppress me right now. But my faith is and always will be to Jesus. Always will be. He is the epitome of the good, and he is the one to which I swear allegiance and fealty. So, it's interesting, because the Antichrist is one who is said to make a religion that unifies all religions, right? but it is a way to deify himself and subvert the will of God. Well, I do want everybody to be unified under one banner and to follow love, which is what the entirety of our existence is about. It's about how we love. I am not turning you away from Jesus, and I am not Jesus. All right? Saying that plain as day right here. There's nobody listening to me. If there is this idea in any of these jackasses' hearts or minds that are doing this crap to me, I was telling you this right now, there's not a chance that that's true. It only takes one if to change the whole thing. One little itty-bitty kernel of truth to change the whole thing. I serve Jesus. Always will. See this right here? This guy's my king. My best friend, my king, and my savior. He's what matters. Always will be. Not me. Nevertheless, I do have to live my own personal life, and I'm letting you guys know what I'm dealing with. I mean, I have stigmata disease. Ironically. Ironically. I call it stigmata disease because might as well be me getting a stigmata. I have no arteries in my lower arms and lower legs. You call them, what is it? Not posterior, anterior, but distal. There we go. My distal arms and legs. They're obliterated. Nobody knows how it happened. I've literally had hundreds of doctors check me out. Nobody can figure it out. Yet, here we are. Would the Antichrist, who's supposed to be the one who comes in and takes over the world at the end of days, be this suppressed and physically disabled? I don't know what else I can do to prove to you guys that I am not the enemy. Never have been, never will be. And if there ever comes a point where, let's say you guys do decide to take the pressure off of me, just my luck, you decide to do that. If there ever comes a point where I start to see myself as holier than thou, I leave. I am not a false idol. I'm just a guy. All right? Who happens to have the bad luck, if you will, of having certain characteristics that make me look and feel like somebody that you guys don't particularly like. But I am not the enemy. And this is just a what-if scenario. I don't know why I'm having to deal with this crap. I really don't. But there you go. You guys tell me what you think. All 0 of you that will see this video. Another point that I'm trying to make. I have no reach. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Love y'all. Peace.